All right, we are now live. Hello everyone. Um, Unfortunately, Zed Zwid is sick today, and so will not be joining us. And Vivian Vtuber also has some things that have come up, and so she will not be able to join us. I'm grabbing the wrong things. Trying to grab this. There we go. Yes. So, but we will be proceeding with today's session with the players that we have. So, welcome everybody. Welcome to session 13 of Void Empire, the session number which has been cursed for a very long time. We've been trying to have session 13 for a few months now, I think. So we're gonna push through and make something happen. Does anyone at all remember what happened last time? Or, broadly speaking, what is the state of the campaign, I suppose, is a better question to ask.
There was a shit ton of planning. A lot of goddamn planning. We talked to some people to get stuff done. We're going to steal a submarine, and we were going to have a huge, massive distraction. Navi got to traumatize themselves by killing people for the first time, and H4RO became a walking nightmare for those who are still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other people were doing Mission Impossible music while they tried to steal the submarine during our funny distraction.
Oh, I forgot to set up the background music. Let me do that real quick. Get some.
I feel like that's about the whole thing last time. I mean,
that is, but it has been a while.
Anything?
No, that's a pretty accurate description of what happened last time. But I want to go, because it's been a while. I want to sort of give a more in-depth recap of where we are in the campaign. So our heroes Ezra, H4RO, Echo, Navi, and Dez have found themselves unplanned to be the faces of rebellion in Passia City on the planet Corridon. After a job went somewhat sideways, and Ezra, Navi, Echo, and H4 were caught on camera. Ezra caught wielding a life blade, indicating that they likely have Chi Walker training. Since then, contacting Dez's ex-wife Trilla, who is involved in... Well, at first you learned smuggling Chi Walker things you realized has somewhat mysterious other greater connections. You were introduced to Captain QWERTY and Lieutenant Dash of the 83rd Brigade, a brigade of Neogen guerrilla fighters from the Neogen's rebellion, their civil war against their creators. Meanwhile, Dez has been managing the team's public image through not TikTok, space Star Wars not TikTok, using Ezra as sort of
Space Talk.
Space Talk, yes, that's
yeah.
Space Talk, using Ezra as the face of rebellion.
Oh.
Echo, meanwhile, went to Passia Bay, where there is an archaeological expedition being undertaken by their people on some aquatic ruins. Their people, the Aquanids, race of psychic, dolphin-like people. And Echo managed to arrange for them to set aside part of the ruins that they are excavating into an airtight, secret underwater base for the rebellion. As part of preparations for this underwater base, the team has decided to steal an Imperial submersible. The Empire on the planet Corridon has limited control over the oceans. The planet was conquered by a single Imperial battle cruiser, which did not have much in the way of aquatic capabilities, as the people of this planet did not have any aquatic cities to conquer. But they have since brought in an Imperial military sub to police the Aquarids. And the party have decided that they are going to steal this. A lot of planning happened last time as you prepared to make an attack on the Imperial docks. Switch our view over here and go over our goal again real quick. My camera view is loading. There we go. The party's objective is to steal this submersible, the Imperial sub. It is a military vehicle equipped with missile launching capabilities and armored. The plan that you have hatched is as follows. You used a stolen car packed full of explosives and gasoline to smash into the customs office as a distraction. This was being remote piloted by your mechanic, Navi, who got a glimpse of this unfortunate security guard moments before the crash had exploded. Seeing his face has activated her reluctant killer disadvantage, and she is now having an emotional breakdown as she was not mentally prepared to actually kill someone. Though she did not entirely realize that. Meanwhile, this following up after this crash, a team of Navi, H4RO, and Ezra are supposed to cut their way through the customs office, make their way up here to these boats in order to make their escape, heading north as a distraction. Meanwhile, while this is going on, over here on the in the water, Echo has been walking along the bottom of the ocean with their armored suit, accompanied by Dez, our psychic frog boy, and Specialist Gate, an NPC from the 83rd Brigade, who is an expert in underwater infiltration and also the only one here capable of piloting this submersible with any degree of skill. And I am being hydrated. Let me take a sip of water. Oh, I dribbled water on myself.
Oh god. Yeah, that happens to us sometimes.
This area was being guarded by 3 Imperial stormtroopers. When the explosion happened, 2 of them went running towards the explosion, while the third is standing guard and sort of unsure of whether he should follow or continue protecting their charge. Meanwhile, H4RO, Ezra, and Navi are about to get into a fight with some security guards. This one failed a fright check last time and is stunned for some number of turns. I forget how many. I'll may have to re-roll that.
If he survives, he'll have trauma about this for the rest of his life.
Yes, he will. If Navi survives this, she's going to have trauma for a while as well. But she's a player character. She can get over it if she wants. All right. Is there anything anyone would like to add to that recap?
The screen is still black for me, and I don't know what to do about that.
Fuck. Okay. I'm not using lighting on this screen, so I'll just turn token vision off. Was it black for everyone else?
No, not for me.
Good to me.
All right. And it's... Huh.
I suspect that it was something to do with the...
Your token Your token has vision enabled. I don't know why you wouldn't have been able to see. Oh, well.
Mm-hmm.
That's something to revisit later. So yeah, is there...
Mighty sound that sends the heartbeat of my enemies.
All right. So yes, is there anything else anyone would like to add, or shall we get to initiative?
I think I'm good for initiative, but I will say you missed the one crucial detail, and that is that H4RO had a fucking loudspeaker installed into him, so that their electronic, bassy, fucking distorted screamo core music could really fuck up these guys' ears.
Right.
In between bits of genuine Western music.
Right, I forgot you came in singing.
Mm-hmm. That's, I've been waiting to use that skill for a while, Cabe.
Alright. Okay. Begin combat.
I'll say this much. I like to imagine that, an equally horrifying thing could just be H4, singing Eagles tunes. Every cowboy sings a sad, sad song.
Every rose has its thorn.
All right.
Exactly.
So, it seems that... let me switch to some combat music. Whoa, volume.
Exciting.
All right. So, I have added both teams to the initiative, but I don't know the team sub might be wanting to hold for a little while. I'm not sure, but I guess that's up to them. Echo. The explosion has happened. 3 of the Imperial troopers guarding the sub have disappeared, or, well, have run off. It's been several seconds. They've gotten quite a bit of distance away. It is your turn. What is Echo doing?
Okay, I think last session I said he got his stun gun out. His feet up on. He's gonna move 6 feet up into the dock over here.
Okay. I'll assume you were already kind of facing the right direction here. Important question. Since Zed isn't here to answer, oops, I didn't mean to move them. Is Dez being carried by Echo, by Gates, or are they swimming on their own?
That,
I'm leaving that to you because Zed isn't here.
I guess I guess I suddenly have a Dez-shaped cubby in my battle suit.
All right.
I guess you could say they're a tactical toad.
A battle toad, even.
Oh.
All right. Echo, are you attempting to do this quietly, or are you just stomping up onto this dock?
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to do this quietly.
Okay. Make a stealth roll at -5 for moving more than 1 yard per second.
Oh no.
I love how the speed's what gives it up, not the fact that they're in a giant mechanized fucking super.
Chong 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 chong.
If
Oh man, the boat's engine is really loud. Go ahead.
I was going to say, if they were encumbered, then encumbrance also does apply to stealth checks, but their suit, their suit probably should have a noisy modifier, but I don't think it officially has one, so apparently you can stealth in an exosuit. But not at this speed. Echo, you are not being quiet. However, this guy, I will have him actually make a stealth check. Or not stealth check, a perception check to hear you. Because there is a giant roaring inferno not that far from here. Also, he's probably got, radio stuff going on in his ears. So I will have him make a perception check. All right. He failed by 4, but you failed. Oh, I didn't mean to make that a private roll. Failed everyone. He made it by. He failed, but by 4. You failed by 5. So so he will have heard you. All right. H4.
Oh boy.
All right, H4. You're standing in front of like a sliding glass door at the customs office. You see the, huge explosion. There's a stunned and terrified security guard there. There's some other security guards which are like panicking and going for their weapons.
Well, there's only one thing left to do. So can I just walk in there?
Yeah, it's like an automatic sliding glass door, and they haven't hit the alarm button yet, so there's no lockdown or anything.
All right. Well,
You could just walk through the automated sliding door.
God, it's been a hot second. So what's my move speed?
All right.
Moment.
So you'll see on your character sheet you have a basic move of 6. This basically means you can move six squares. Technically, it gets a little fuzzier if you're like if you need to like rotate or move backwards. But yeah, basically you get six yards of movement. If you move and then shoot, you will take a penalty. Except that you're a gunslinger, so you get to ignore that penalty. Never mind.
Yeah. Anyways. H4RO walks in through the fucking front door. It's fucking, and says in a fucking silly voice while his loudspeaker's doing all the noise, "Hey there! I'm the fucking machine that turns villains into corpses!" And I'm gonna go ahead and shoot at the guy right over here at 4 yards.
This guy? The dead one?
Yeah, that guy.
The dead one who died in the
wait,
fire
he's dead.
explosion?
Alright, well, let's make the other. Well, in that case, I see. Well, he got ahead of the everybody's new favorite craze. Look it on to this guy right here.
All right. So yeah, when you draw the line with the measuring tool, it should automatically put the range penalty into your box. These security guards are wearing armor, but it's like the kind of armor that keeps you out of that sends you to the hospital instead of the morgue, right?
Yeah. Not like top the line stuff.
It's
They're
not
expecting some dude to fucking try and smuggle in like a snub pistol or something.
right. So
No. Mhm.
So yeah, you can probably just
Yeah,
shoot
well-
blast through. If you want to target any, you can target any hit locations. Sorry, I just need to remind you how your character works real quick. H4O has 4
Yeah,
arms.
it's fine. I know exactly what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna shoot him 4 times, right?
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, the classic. I just need to know how to. I just need to check my movement again. Honestly, but thank you. What I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot him once with the blaster. I'm assuming I just measure it and then hit the fucking level 16 button. I assume.
Yes. So the thing is, you have extra attack 2, which means you could make 3 attack. You could make 3 attacks, but if you want to make 4 attacks, one of them has to be a dual weapon attack. And the two attacks that are dual weapon attacks are going to take a -4 each. So basically, you can think of it this way: you could either make 3 attacks at full skill, or 4 attacks where 2 of them are at -4. And they all have to be with different guns, but you've got 4 arms, so that's not a problem.
My plan is usually to do the 4 attacks if I hold still, the 3 attacks if I can't, because the -5 is pretty good. But in this case, I believe I hit him, and I believe it says I did a massive 7 damage, which isn't as impressive because
No, that's not your damage. That's your
Wait,
that was your to hit roll.
Oh yeah.
So he's gonna try and dodge. He's gonna fail. You can hit the damage button there, the D heavy blaster pistol. And then you're gonna roll a 1, 1, 3, and 1 on those damage dice. Okay. Let me see if that actually hurts him at all. Let's see. He's got
My disappointment is immeasurable in my day's room.
His Ablet of Nanoplast jacket gives him 36 DR, but that's divided by 5 by your armor divisor, giving him an effective 7.2. So you shoot him in the chest. His armor saves his life. Okay. Extra attack.
And I feel like I probably should. Just maybe. Oh man. Well, you know what they say: if at first you don't succeed.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Nothing wrong here. All right. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna do the next shot. And if this guy survives, I'm gonna fucking. Okay.
All right. He gets a dodge roll, and he's gonna dodge.
It's all right. Everything's all right. Anyways, hopefully not. Oh man, hopefully Navi here can do something about it.
Well, maybe
okay,
not.
Everybody, this robot's actually just a punk.
Ezra,
gang up on him.
Ezra, I will just say, I'm gonna try to power through it, but my internet has been mad at me, and the call keeps cutting in and out. I hope that won't be a problem, because I don't want to have to leave the session and then we're down like another player. But unfortunately, session 13 is just very cursed. I'm just going to say that before if I get robot-y or if I leave the call suddenly, I'm having issues. I'm praying that they will go away.
Okay.
I believe in you.
It's been a while since we've GURPT.
Yes.
I think I need to take out my Force Sword as an action, though.
You guys had
before I can do anything with it.
You guys had a couple of seconds while you were running up, so I'll assume that you can have your. If you want to have your Force Sword already out, you can have it already out.
I would like to have it already out, even though I can't really run to get to any guy. I will. I can zoom on up to my. Oh wait, stop selecting that tool so I can move my guy.
All right.
Yeah, I'll move next to Haro and I'll be emotional support until I can close more distance.
All right. Meanwhile, some Imperial troopers are going to take their How come as a GM, on my GM screen, I can double tap someone in the initiative and snap right to them, but on my camera, on my second screen, my camera view, I can't do that unless I control that token. It's dumb, and I don't like it. No.
Probably some weird permissions thing.
Yeah. All right. These guys are just gonna run forward. Damn it! Don't fucking. If I click, obviously I want to.
Oh man.
Select just them. All right. So those two guys are moving forward. They're coming after the explosion. This guy though heard a giant robot dolphin behind him. So he's gonna turn around. 1, 2, 3 yards of movement to rotate. Why is my internet being slow? Okay. He is then going to. I guess I'll just count that as a step. He is then going to aim his blaster rifle at Echo and say in his stormtrooper voice, don't move, hands in the air. And he was taking the aim action.
Echo does a aquarium dolphin battle screech. Eee!
All right.
Oh, dude, it's in their head at the same time, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes. It is Dez's turn now. Dez. Should Dez attempt to mind control this guy, Echo? Or...
Yes, please.
Alright.
Please use your...
I think
Your,
what Des would do is mind control without even consulting Echo beforehand.
You know what? I just realized the two psychics are in the same place.
I mean...
Yeah, because the two murderers are in the same place too.
Oh boy, yeah.
Alright.
A cowboy and a space samurai walk into a customs office.
Dez will then use mind control. He has to make a suggestion. He is going to say, lower your weapons. We're supposed to be here. And he needs to make a chi roll. Which did not get transferred to the new character sheet. That's a problem I got. That's a problem for future KB to figure out. Oh no. Oh no, this is a problem. Okay. That's a problem for future KB. Rolled some dice. 12. That is a success by 1. The trooper make a will check.
Joke, you idiot.
All right. The trooper has been mind controlled by Dez.
Oof.
Meanwhile, Navi. Navi, as of last session, has violated their reluctant killer trait. Let us review that real quick to see exactly how that limits their actions. Let's see. They've already done all that. If you kill a recognizable person, the effect on you is the same as if you had pacifism cannot kill. Okay. I need to check that real quick. 148. Basic page 148. Cannot kill. All right. If you do kill someone or feel responsible for a death, you immediately suffer a nervous breakdown. Roll 3d6 and be totally morose and useless. Roleplay it for that many days. This was rolled last time. During this time, you must make a will roll to offer any sort of violence towards anyone for any reason. All right. So Navi is not going to be a lot of help. But she is just going to move her movement speed, which is 5. To stay behind the violence doers. This security guard is stunned. I rolled last time, but I didn't write down how many turns I got, so I'm just gonna roll it again and honor the new result. 2 turns. I think that was actually what I did roll before. So one turn is down. He will be stunned for at least one more turn. The security guard that has been shot by H4 is going to take a step back and ready his blaster carbine. The other security guard is going to take a step closer and ready his blaster carbine. All the other security guards on the map will take a step to face towards the explosion and ready their guns. I'm going to remove the dead one from initiative, because I don't need him. And then Specialist Gate.
I'm sure that Navi's feeling absolutely... I'm sorry.
And Specialist Gate will just use his movement to follow behind Echo. Trusting Echo has a plan. Speaking of, back to top of initiative. Echo, the Imperial Trooper pointed his gun at you, told you to put your arms in the air. Dez said, "We're supposed to be here. Lower your weapon." And now he's kind of low. His weapon's like no longer pointed directly at you. Hi, you okay? Yes, you can pat my head now. And yes. As I was saying, Echo, you have a, what are you going to do? He is currently seeming confused and is no longer pointing his gun directly at you.
Okay, well, Echo's main mission is to hack a sub, so that's exactly what Echo's gonna do. Echo's assuming that he's confused because of Dez, that Echo's gonna brush right past. And he's going to... Where's the entrance of this ship? Like...
just get onto the
like what hex specifically to get a doorway or get on top of it?
This hex.
That hex right there? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Say that hex.
And... Uh-oh. I suddenly can't move my token.
Are you set to measuring stick instead of little square?
No, it's on the square.
Dez might be
I'm
giving...
doing what I normally do. Oh, there we go.
You might have been clicking Dez.
So-
I had Dez on top of you, so you might have just been clicking Dez by mistake. I'll keep him next to you instead of in the same square.
So yeah, full on sprint to get access to the sub. That 12.
I don't think you have 10 yards of movement.
Somewhere around there. Get there.
All right. Honestly, honestly, with him confused, you probably do have a few seconds to get this done. But, meanwhile, H4 still in the situation.
Oh, boy. So if I'm correct, if I hold, my gunslinger thing makes it so that if I hold still, I ignore 5 points of negatives, right? Which means I'm effectively ignoring 7 points of negatives, correct?
So it's not it's not that you ignore 5 points of negatives directly. It's that you add, if you don't move because you're a gunslinger, you get to add your accuracy to your attacks. Basically, you get to aim for free. So you'll see your weapon's got an accuracy of 5, so you get a +5 with your weapons if you haven't moved.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah,
That's
which
real
will
lovely, KB.
yes. So that will you know cancel out the -4.
Soft cap my fucking shooting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's go ahead and I'm gonna start killing people. So there's a moment where like their eye apertures sort of like close up for a second. They sort of look at their blaster pistol and like bang it on the other one before trying to shoot the fucker again. And then they're saying in the nicest voice they can muster, "Oh, I'm sorry, pal. I should have made this here quicker." Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and make that a +1. And you know what? Actually, no, yeah, I'll hit the guy in the back. Yeah, you can handle the guy that's stunned. He should have ran instead of frozen up like a deer in the headlights. He's been, and honestly, let's go ahead and hit the thing here. All right, what? I hit? Crazy.
All right. This guy is going to attempt to dodge. I pressed the button, but there it is. All right. All right, you will hit. Roll your damage.
That's more like it.
All right.
13.
That's 6 penetrating injury to this guy. 5 and 6. That is more than half his hit points, so that is a major wound. He needs to make a health roll for knockdown and stunning. Alright, he is not knocked down, nor stunned.
So if I remember this correctly, if I take the 2 shots, yeah, held still. I'll do the 2 shot. I'll do 4 shots here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other blaster pistol.
Okay.
Go ahead and get that +1 in here. Hit the blaster pistol. Go ahead and hit him. Hey, did it again. Ain't that funny?
He also failed to dodge again.
Summer child.
Right.
I think he ain't having a good day no more.
No. He is not. That is another 7 points of damage. 5, 6, 7. This puts him at -2 hit points total. He is reeling from his wounds. That is a major wound, so he would roll health for knockdown and stunning. Were he a major character, he could keep fighting at this point, making health rolls every turn to avoid passing out. But because he is a mook, he is just going to go unconscious at this point.
Are you telling me that fucking Jimbo over here, he's worked 17 years at this fucking place trying to get that promotion? You're telling me he's a nobody?
Yes.
Oh, man.
He
Well,
goes...
his friend over here is about to be, too.
Yes.
Man.
All right.
Alright, so I remember correctly, I have 1 blaster pistol that's on my, I have 1 heavy blaster pistol also, and 1, normal blaster pistol as per, my purchases acquirements last time.
Okay.
So...
Now
I'm
these...
gonna go ahead and shoot his at...
These two attacks will both be made at -4.
Okay, so effectively I'm just... Overall, this is a minus. So question, does the level there on the page, does that reflect the fact that, if I remember correctly, I have What's my effective bonuses? Because I believe it says my SL is 16, but I believe I paid more than that.
Your SL, it says you spent 16 points to get Dex +5, which is a 16.
Okay. All right, yeah. I wasn't sure if my memory is foggy and I didn't remember if I decided to go past the soft cap, which I'm probably gonna do anyways. But
I mean, there's plenty of reason to do so because penalties, like you can, range penalties apply. So having skill above 16 does matter for that. Although keep in mind, if you're not moving, you're effectively got a 21 skill because you're.
This is true, but. Yeah, I like shoot. Yeah, but it makes me able to shoot more with like the akimbo stuff. So I feel like there's still value to it.
Yep.
I'll take the -4s. Well, yeah, -4 worth it. Fuck it, we're gambling. This is a western. Yeah, see, we're fine.
All right, he'll fail to dodge.
I use the blaster pistol, but I'm just going to roll the heavy blaster pistol because that's what it should be. And we're going to get 12 points of damage.
All right, that'll be 12 minus 7 effective armor. That's 5. That is not a major wound.
Oh, let's fix that.
Okay, another dodge. He will dodge that second shot.
Oh, whatever. He dodged the piddly one.
All right.
Anyways, go ahead and make our friend here into fucking, fucking Swiss cheese with your laser now.
Mm-hmm. You can also take a single step as part of this attack action, so you can move up to 1 square, 1 hex if you want. But it will then be it is now Ezra's turn.
I'll go here. I'm gonna keep marching forward like the Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
Ezra.
Are you wanting to to turn this man into Swiss cheese, or I guess sliced cheese?
My good friend told me that we need after this we're having a charcuterie board to celebrate, and I'm in charge of cutting all of the fancy cheeses up, starting with this gentleman right here. Yes.
Okay. He's more than a step away. So normally you would have to make a move and attack. However, this is a cinematic game, so you can make what is called a heroic charge. You spend a fatigue point, and you get to ignore the move and attack penalty. H4, you can't do this because you don't have fatigue because you're a robot. But if you spend one of your fatigue points, you can move and attack with no penalty.
That sounds awesome. I forgot where fatigue points are on the character sheet. There's so much here. Oh my god.
So you'll see fatigue is kind of in the middle, next to the right of hit points.
Right. Okay. You start off with 10.
Mm-hmm. So yep. So now you're down to 9.
Cool.
You're fine as long as you have more than a third of your hit points. You're fine. So if you mouse over where it says normal there, you'll see at 3 you would become tired, which has penalties to what you can do. At 0 you might collapse, and at -10, which is just negative your fatigue points, you go unconscious, no save.
Okay, cool. But yeah, I'm going to then do that because that sounds cool. I will be the hero guy.
All right. Run forward. The heroic charge.
And where's my force sword? Where's my force sword? There it is.
Nice. Ignore that range penalty. There. 13.
Oh yeah, that was probably just from my measuring earlier.
Yep. All right. This guy has a -4 on his defense because I think it's a -4 for -4 because he is stunned. But he does get to try. That don't do it. So he fails to dodge. You may roll damage.
What's the damage for my thing again?
So you should see.
Oh.
Nope.
I don't
So
know if it was. I just clicked the dice. I don't think that was supposed to
no.
do that. It's been a while.
It's all right. So above your skills, you'll see a box that says melee weapons. You'll see natural attacks, punch, kick, and then your force sword is there.
Oh, there it goes.
All right. Wow, that's a
Right,
lot of
it's-
ones.
Oh.
That is
Oops.
statistically improbable.
Oh no.
I am God's most specialist little boy.
You have an 8
And
D5.
Listen, I have me, Lux the person, have a very interesting relationship with luck. And part of that means it's still technically lucky if you get something that is incredibly unlucky. Those are the pros and cons of being a gambler, baby.
All right. On the good news is that was still a lot of damage because you did hit him in the back with a lightsaber. He is knocked down and physically stunned. He's adding physical stun on top of his mental stun, as he is knocked prone. He's having a bad time. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, but I had an interesting question.
Uh-huh.
So, if you're a psychopath and feel no emotion or anger while killing people, does this mean you're then incapable of being a Sith?
Yes, because the Sith code requires you to feel powerful emotions. Peace is a lie, there is only passion. Through passion, one gains strength. Through strength, one gains victory. Through victory, your chains are broken. The Force shall set you free. Therefore, if you cannot feel passion, you cannot be a Sith. But I think you could feel passion for things other than you could be a psychopath and feel passion in other ways.
Yeah.
So yes, but you know the other Sith might look at you weird.
Yeah. All right, I see. Fair.
This Imperial Trooper is having a confuse. He's having a confuse. I guess that's all he can do right now. Is I'll let you pass because you're supposed to be here.
And it's up to our specialists there, up to their discretion on what to do with them. Echo's got the same deal as Viv's character, so that's the specialist is gonna have to do the dirty work.
All right. Dez begins talking about their cult and the benefits of hallucinogenic drugs with the mind-controlled Imperial Trooper. Because that's what Dez would do if Zed was here. And Navi is just gonna, like, move and stay behind H4. She built a killer death robot, so she didn't have to kill people. This guy is stunned mentally and has to do nothing for multiple reasons. He's just gonna continue having the worst day of his life. At least it'll be over soon. This guy is unconscious, and I'm gonna remove him from initiative.
It'll be over soon. That's the spirit we like to see in our enemies.
I needed to snap the video back over here. Let's see. This security guard, he's gotten hit. He's going to step forward. Or he's going to do an all-out defense increased dodge. Because right now he is in pain and has a what is called the shock penalty. So he is going to do an all-out all-out defense, increased dodge, moving forward, and crouching behind some cover. Meanwhile, some other security guards are beginning to converge on your location. Specialist gate. It's gonna move. As he kind of moves past the Imperial Trooper, he kind of gives him a side-eyed look. But, for now, he just moves forward. Echo, I assume you're just gonna move. So you can do that. H4.
Yeah. I'm assuming I'm about to eat a fucking volley of laser blasts, right?
No, it's your turn. There's only one
Oh,
guy.
damn!
He had you shot him, so he was in pain. He had a shock penalty on any attacks he made. So instead, he did an all-out defense, increased dodge, and got into cover and crouched. So he's like gone. He's like gone and crouched behind a desk here in the customs office.
Okay, what's my negatives to hit him?
-2 because he is crouching. But because he is actually no. You can only see his head right now. Because he's like he's gone to cover. So you have to target either his face, skull, or eyes.
Well, let's go for the skull here.
Okay. The skull is a -7 to hit.
All right. Well, I'm gonna proclaim in like a cheery voice. Well, pal, you really are gonna make me have to fucking perfect my aim here, but thanks for the challenge. All right, let's do this. So just a straight -7 is what I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah,
well, -7 and then the range
my
penalty.
Accuracy invalidates, which gets eaten by my +5. So let's try it. God dang it. There we go.
All right. He's going to make his dodge roll. He used an all-out defense increased dodge, so he's got a +2 on any dodge rolls he makes right now. Till his next turn. Doesn't save him, though.
And this should have been a... Yeah, this should have been a heavy blaster, so I'm going to roll that.
Okay.
Needs 15 points.
Is reflected off of his Imperial Grunt helmet. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, I forgot Armored Visor.
Really?
I forgot the Armored Visor. It's not hardened, is it? No, okay, yeah. Okay, so that is 5 points of DR, actually. So that's 10 damage to... Oh, wait, no, because then also... Oh, wait, no, the 27 is including the natural skull DR. Okay, yep. So that's 5... So that's 10 penetrating damage to the skull. Any damage that hits the skull that gets through the armor is multiplied by 4, so that's 40 points of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
he is now at negative 34 hit points. He would have to make 3 health checks versus death. Let's see if he's dead. That's a failure by 1, not by 2, because I had a range penalty from playing with the measuring tool. So that is a mortal wound, but not instant death. 2 mortal wounds. All right. He is now bleeding out from his head, and unless he gets immediate brain surgery, he is going to die.
You say that, but, I like to imagine maybe he could make it, and it'll be like the courier hunting us down across the wasteland.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Nice, dead.
Probably, but like, it depends how... It depends on... I mean... A mortal wound is recoverable with the technology available in the setting if he gets to a hospital quick enough.
Are you telling me this guy's dad is, owns a fucking bunch of stocks? He's gonna get this motherfucker fucking Cybertron in like 10 sessions. They'll be like, "Do you remember me on the docks? You made me into a monster."
I'm not.
They'll be like, "Who the fuck are you?"
I'm not saying that isn't something that's going to happen. However, mods, I need you to eliminate someone. Mods, void death this bot. And by mods, I mostly mean me.
And back to the darkness.
There we go. Would any of you like to have mod privileges on my chat so that I can just be like, mods, void death this person, and I don't have to stop doing it?
Just fucking sick your mod on them like they're a goddamn attack dog.
Oh, I'm gonna give you mod privilege. One moment, to the next time this happens.
I was about to say if there's one person that's always here who I feel like you could trust, it's Convol.
Yeah. Convol.
I'll take them.
Alright, Convol, you have been given mod privileges. You are now a knight of the sanctuary of Kabi. Wield your sword with responsibility or something. Alright, where was I?
More like that meme. Here's a gun, now go do crimes.
Right. Okay, H4. You killed a guy. You can take a step if you want. Ezra.
Yes.
Are you going to let this guy stay down, or are you going to turn him into sliced cheese?
If he's like down, he's not gonna. The question is he like within the time that we're here? I mean, I guess I don't know the mechanics of like being down, but would he tub thumping get back up again, or is he gonna stay knocked down?
He is not injured to the point where he couldn't get up. However,
okay,
he would be very stupid to get back up.
Yes.
Do you think this man is smart enough to stay down, or do you need to put a lightsaber through his heart?
You know, I don't. If we're on our enemies of the state arc, I'm not sure Ezra is going to trust people willingly associating with the Empire to be smart enough to not get back up and put their lives on the line for this. So maybe we'll just do a little bit of a nighty-night. All
right. If you would like to stab this man in the heart, you may do so by targeting the vitals hit location. Targeting the vitals is a -3 on your to hit. But if you hit, assuming you're using an appropriate type of weapon, which a lightsaber is, you do triple damage. Triple anything that gets through the armor.
Let's see. I will attempt to do that then. Where's my freaking force sword? There it is. Great.
Alright. So that is a success. This man, though he is prone and down, he does technically get to roll a dodge.
Can you shimmy? Oh, missed by -14.
Oh, I think I clicked on the wrong security guard, but an 11 is going to be a failure regardless, with these penalties. Yeah, so he fails. He fails to dodge. Roll your damage.
I do this 3 times because it's triple, or do I roll it once and that's tripled?
You roll it once, and then I'll subtract. Then we'll subtract his armor, and then anything that gets through his armor gets tripled.
Okay.
So you did 25 points of damage. His armor subtracts 5 points of that, so that's 20. And then because you stabbed him in the heart, that gets tripled. So this man suffers 60 points of injury. Which means he is dead. Let's see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Man is at negative 57, which is over his threshold to automatically die.
Awesome. Maybe 84RO is still definitively the murder bot. Don't get me wrong, but I forget that the Force Sword is just like this.
Yes. To be fair though, the battle rifles that the Imperial Stormtroopers have do the same amount of damage, but at range. So
horrifying.
For your information.
I take it all back. This is justified.
Yes.
It's either them or me.
All right.
Wow, Ezra, you just murdered that surrendering man in cold blood. They just give you a thumbs up.
All right.
Ezra was just like some blood splatter on their face, just like shakily gives a thumbs, like, yeah, this is awesome. I love doing this.
Yeah, we're like Western heroes taking down villainy, right? They say as this poor man's corpse is burning in the background.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to briefly break out of strict combat rounds because there's going to be a lot of movement happening before any more, shots are fired. So we're going to briefly break from strict combat rounds. We're going to pop back over here, and we're going to see what goes on with Echo's team. Echo and Dez are making their way straight towards the hatch to get into the sub. Specialist Gate, though, stops for a moment, puts his blaster to the back of the stormtrooper's head, and fires. Echo, how you feel about that?
Echo winces, but he's focused on his work. He acknowledges it, but he doesn't look.
Specialist Gate will then come on over. Echo. The sub here has the sub door here is locked. There's sort of like an airlock sort of situation here. I guess a water lock, airlock. I guess it'd still be an airlock, wouldn't it? Just with water instead of void. Would you like to use a computer hack? Would you like to use computer hacking to try and disable the get into the command or the keypad here and pop open the door?
Yes.
All right. You may.
Specialist, what are the odds that when we open this, there'll be 5 or 6 troopers with guns raised toward us?
According to our intel, there shouldn't be any more troopers, but There might be a pilot inside we'll have to deal with.
Alright.
Maybe a co-pilot. Or maybe
Okay.
crew.
Now, since I only have an 11, if I spend extra time on this, will that just give Harrow and Ezra more of a headache?
So, how instead of having you take the instead of having you spend extra time for bonus, I'm just gonna say if you get a normal failure indicates that it will take you extra time.
Okay.
If you get a normal failure, you will eventually succeed because you could just keep trying. But a normal failure will indicate that this takes an annoyingly long amount of time, meaning there may be additional complications.
Okay.
To be dead honest here, when you said there was a pilot, my brain just went, what are the odds that old man McGucket's just in there?
In McGucket.
I don't think that the Empire hires Old Man
Oh,
McGucket.
no.
Oh, no!
He's probably...
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, no.
It's over, guys. GG. This is a fun campaign.
Oh, boy.
All right. So, Echo, as you are trying to override the security panel, the keypad, as it were, you trigger some sort of Imperial security system. It realizes it's being hacked, and it shorts itself out, drops the deadbolt, and fries the electronics. The door is now hard, fast, stuck shut. Computers will not aid you here. Meanwhile, Specialist Gate, having no idea what the holdup is, says, "Hurry up! Those troopers might have heard that gunshot."
We may have a bit of a complication.
We don't have time for complications. Get the door open.
It's fried. It's done. There was a security protocol.
Options?
Go in through the top.
You guys can hold your breath a long time, right?
Affirmative. I'm pretty sure Dez can. Dez is a froggy boy. Yes.
Yes. Dez can also hold their breath a long time. 50 times as long as a human.
Okay.
All right. Can you get a hole in there?
We brought a C4, didn't we?
I think you used all of the high explosives
We used all
in the car.
on the RC car. Okay. Let's see. All submarines usually have also another hatch at the top
Mm-hmm.
because that's where it reaches in the surface. So,
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully not every single door. So yeah, I guess we gotta climb.
All right. So you guys climb up onto the top. Specialist Gate moves over there, and there is sort of a heavy heavy metal door with that could be lifted. It looks like it isn't designed to be opened from this side, but you have an incredibly strong exoskeleton. So let's see. Make a strength -10 roll. which basically means that since your exosuit is giving you plus 10 strength, those will just kind of cancel out.
Okay.
I think your suit's giving you plus 10.
Oh no, so this is verse 8 is what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, don't make that one either.
Yep. But you are, that's not a critical failure, at least. Echo begins turning the wheel to slowly force open this this hatch. Meanwhile, other things are transpiring. Let's check in with this group before I start moving the NPCs around. H4, Ezra, what is your immediate plan? Or what is the course of movement you're going to take?
Well, I think we just go straight north into the water up there and skedaddle out of this little catastrophe we've made here. Hey, Navi, why are you crying?
Yeah,
like-
that does seem to be the plan.
Can I casually pick up the guy? Can I casually yoink these two guys' blaster pistols on the way out?
If that won't encumber you.
Oh, will it? I mean, I don't know. I don't really. I mean, I'm not. I don't think I have that much on me.
Yeah. Looks like your current. Yeah. Looks like you're currently carrying 24.7 pounds. If you get up to 26 pounds, you would go from light or if you get over 26 pounds, you'd go up from light encumbrance to medium encumbrance. So you were right at the threshold.
Oh, damn. Never mind then. I ain't gonna fucking do what I do in Baldur's Gate and hoard every single goddamn short sword and piece of crap goblin armor to sell at the fucking vendor.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Plus
Yeah,
100.
All right. So you start making your way up north. Meanwhile, over several.
What's frustrating about that is Hero has objectively too much money. That's what's frustrating about that.
I have a bunch of cash right now too. That's the funny part.
These guys are too far away.
I'm gonna be honest, my favorite interaction in this whole campaign has still been Navi being like, "You have how much money?" And he's like, "You're the one who pays me."
All right.
You're the one just thrown into a money hole. I don't even have arms to swipe credit cards.
If you think about it, it's kind of to the same as just hiding the cash underneath your mattress.
All right. I should change their facing to actually respect where they are.
Look, legally, spouses and homicidal robots can't be charged for the same crime.
Hey, you get a load of these guys, Ezra. They think they got us surrounded. Navi, why are you getting like weird tear shapes all over your visor?
All right. So as you move
We're
forward,
heroes.
Two things happen. One, a number of security guards have taken up defensive positions around at these various points of cover and are moving to surround you. They have their carbines in hand and are ready to fight. Meanwhile, there are lights and sirens coming from this direction. Move certain combatants here from the initiative order. All right. H4. You were in kind of the open here, but these individuals are popping up. They are behind like big cement block. These are like big cement blocks that were like you would use to block traffic.
Yeah.
So if you target the torso, you'll be at -2. You can't target their legs because they're behind the cinder blocks. But anything from the waist up can be targeted.
So I'm looking at -6s to hit the guy over here and the guy over there. So that's interesting. Anyways, the Screamo core is going to cut out on the loudspeaker. Instead, you're going to hear the classic wah, 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 diddle-doo. The wind's blowing, his fucking poncho's going off in the air. He sort of like pauses for a second and doesn't move an inch. Hey, Ezra, watch this. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and fire dead on this guy dead on that guy right there.
Okay.
Let's do this. So I'm looking at a -1 for range. This is a -3 all together, correct?
If you're shooting the torso,
I'm adding the 5.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Alright.
keep in mind you could take an additional -3 and shoot them in the vitals.
I'm not gonna go down to a -6. That feels a bit. Well, what do I get for hitting vitals?
Anything that gets through their armor does triple.
That's pretty good. Fuck it. I'm gonna try and Buster Scruggs this motherfucker. What's murder if you're not having fun, right? I feel pain.
Extra attack. That'll do.
There we go.
He's gonna duck.
Alright. And, let's...
Then you have one more extra attack.
in here. I'm never doing this again. It's fine.
All right.
Alright, well... I guess I'll go ahead and, I'll rotate.
All right.
How do I rotate my guy again so I can get my facing correct?
If you have your token selected and you hold Shift, and you scroll your mouse wheel.
Okay, yeah, we're just gonna get like this so that I think everybody then's in our.
You're only allowed to take a single step, so that's 1 yard of movement and changing your face.
I don't know how I rotated, why I went that far up, because it wasn't the intent. I'm just trying to rotate around so that I'm not getting shot in the back.
Okay. All right. Ezra.
All right, I guess that's my. I tried to be cool.
Ezra, it is your turn.
Yes.
You may notice everyone is far away and has guns.
Yes.
There is one thing that you could do. And that is one thing you might want to consider doing. Ezra is skilled at deflecting blaster bolts. You have precognitive parry. So you can block a blaster bolt with your sword. So one thing you could do is you could step forward, try and make yourself the obvious target, and do an all-out defense increased parry, making you more likely to be successful at blocking any blaster bolts that are fired at you.
Yeah, I was actually kind of thinking if there was anything I could do with parrying, so that actually sounds perfect. So I guess, let's see. I don't know where the most advantageous angle and step out would be, but I guess if I kind of go in front of Haro and I just kind of shout or just twirl my sword around or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I need you to protect me. I'm only made out of metal.
Yeah.
The one down here probably would still target, like, H4, but if you kind of stand there, then you're kind of closer to the other two.
Yeah, yeah. And listen, 2 out of 3, 2/3, I think that's pretty good.
All right.
And then yeah, I don't know how the rest of like the all-out defense and works, but I will be doing that.
All right. Basically, you just declare that you're doing it, and that means that you'll have a plus if you declare for increased parry. That means you get +2 on any rolls you make to parry something until your next turn.
Cool. I will add that modifier to my bucket then in anticipation of some blasties.
All right. Imperial troopers are moving forward, but are still very far away. Dez is disappointed that Specialist Gate shot the guy he was totally going to convert to his cult. Navi is going to all-out defense, increase dodge, and move away from the guys shooting at you.
Just generally freaking out.
Just generally freaking out. All right. This guy. He just got shot at by H4 and had to dodge. So he's going to shoot at H4. That'll be a miss. The other one is down here in the south. He is going to aim at H4.
Oh god, they're training in on me.
And this one up here is going to aim at Ezra. Specialist Gate continues being abusive to Echo. Echo, you finally get the hatch open. H4, we're back to you.
Oh boy. Well, I tried the fancy theatrics there for a second. Who's aiming at me?
The one up here shot at you and missed. The one down here is aiming at you.
Well, what's the range on this fucker? Yeah, we're just gonna go take a shot at him. We're not gonna try anything fancy this time.
Okay.
Got a little bit cocky there. Thought we had him, but we're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. So we're gonna do 4 shots here. You know, why not? Hey, I hit him.
He attempts to dodge.
No, I didn't.
He attempts to dodge. He dodges successfully, although that does spoil his aim. The benefits of his aim action are now lost because he had to dodge.
All right.
You may continue shooting.
All right, let's do this again. All right, I continue hitting.
He does not dodge that
Oh,
time.
that's what we'd love to see. Oh, I hit the button. All right, there we go.
All right, that's 10 injury.
15.
That is a major wound. He is knocked down and stunned.
That's lovely. In that case, we're going to go ahead and, spread the love over to his friend up there. The one that took the shot at me. I'd say it's a mistake, but I'd have tried the same thing. So, again, what's the minus for doing the 4 shots again? Is that -2?
-4.
Oh, damn. We're looking at -5. Yeah, it's probably worth it to get the extra 2 shots then. We're going to go ahead and just fire this stuff. Oops. Let's try again.
If you save up,
Dang it.
if you save up another 20 character points, you can buy extra attack 3, and then you don't have to do a weird dual weapon attack with one of your to get with your 4th pistol.
Well, that's the plan then. We're gonna have to spend all of our time waiting for Navi to finally get the upgrade cowboy.exe in her brain.
Look, it's very difficult to program a turret that fires at 4 separate targets at the same time. There's a lot of
Look here,
variables.
Yeah, I get it. Wait, I'm not a turret. I'm a hero. That just happens to be a kill turret.
All right.
I'm gonna fuck this guy up. Just give me a second.
Eventually, you'll get there. Ezra.
I'll get her. I get him.
Can I just do what I did last time if none of them like shot at me?
Yep. You can keep doing that. You can take another step forward if you like, as part of that.
Yeah, sure. I'll. Can I? Why am I not? I can't move Ezra? Question mark. Hold on. What if I just refresh the thing?
No.
Please, I would like to move my guy.
Yeah, you were in the same square as H4, and for some reason, it seems that you guys have difficulty selecting the correct token.
Oh, I
when
see.
that happens. The module I installed. I installed a module that makes it so that instead of tokens stacking on top of each other, they do this sort of split thing where you can still see the bottom one. But it seems that it doesn't. It works better for the display, but then it also makes it.
Oh yeah, now that there's.
Yeah. Makes it hard to select.
Yeah, it just will not let me select it. That's... Yeah. But yeah, I will just. I'll. I know it doesn't work like doubling it, but you know what? I'm doubling my block and giving it to the next guard.
All right. The troopers are moving closer. Dez is being Dez. Navi is going to keep dodging in a panic. I'm going to remove this stunned guy, even though he could potentially come back. I think he's just going to stay down. He got shot. He could have been worse. All right. This one is going to shoot at the lad with the lightsaber, because he is afraid of you. He's gonna miss. The other one took aim at you last turn, so he's going to add his accuracy. Hold on, that accuracy value can't be right. Did I really give a blaster carbine an accuracy of 10? That looks high.
Oh no, snipers on the field.
That's just a big number. Let me check my notes. Did I input that incorrectly when I made the character sheet? So I copied this out of a different thing. Blaster carbine, accuracy 10 plus 1 for sight. Okay, all right. That's fun news for Ezra. Okay. Even with that, only just made the roll. Okay. Ezra. He unleashes semi-automatic fire from the blaster carbine. 3 shots. One of them might hit you. So here is how
Oh
precognitive.
boy!
Here's how precognitive parry works. Normally, you are not allowed to parry gunfire because normal humans cannot parry gunfire. I think that's well understood. You, however, have a skill called precognitive parry. Precognitive parry allows you to attempt to parry bullets by predicting where the bullets are going to hit before they are fired. So there are 2 steps to this process. First, you have to make the precognitive parry roll. Using the precognitive parry skill. If you succeed, you can parry the attack. As if it were a melee attack. If you fail, you cannot parry it, but you could still attempt to dodge. And if you critically fail it, you mistakenly predict that the shot will miss you, and are allowed no defense. So, first step is roll your precognitive parry. We have given you a skill of 16 at this, so you shouldn't fail, but critical failures are always possible.
Oh wait, my character sheet closed when I refreshed the tab to try to fix the issue. So I just roll my precognitive parry and I have my +2 for my defense, correct?
So you don't that will apply if the precognitive parry is a success. You will then get to roll a parry with a +2 from the all-out defense.
Cool. Okay.
Okay, that is a success. You predict you are about to be shot. So you may now roll your force sword parry, which you will see you have a parry level next to your skill level under melee weapons.
Yes. Okay. Gotcha.
This roll is made at a +2. So that is a success. You made it by 3. The blaster bolt is about to strike you in the chest, and you parry it with your yellow life blade, causing the blast to reflect away.
Haha.
All right. Echo, as soon as you have the hatch open, Specialist Gate descends in, hopping down past you, who I can't quite drag them because I had the wrong tool selected. Specialist Gate drops down, and you immediately hear the sounds of gunfire as they do so.
Oh no, that's exactly what I was hoping wouldn't happen. Okay. The specialist is clear of the ladder in the ground below.
Yep.
Okay. Echo will just jump in with their mech suit.
All right.
Not even attempting to climb.
All right. Echo smashes down into the ground, and you see that Specialist Gate has moved and taken cover. At the bottom of there's a little door next to the ladder, and there is one dead pilot and another with a blaster pistol now pointed at you, Echo.
Okay. I think I can still shoot, right? That wasn't really a move.
We'll count that as a step. So yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I'll start blasting away at him with stun mode still enabled.
Okay.
What armor are they wearing?
These guys are just wearing like Imperial uniforms. They're not like infantry, so they're not wearing like real armor.
Blasty.
All right.
And then let me find the special stun feature here.
He does not dodge.
Okay, so it says HT -3 for the damage. Do you roll that for them?
Yes.
Or do
So
I still play the damage?
okay. So no, I didn't need to roll there. But so I just needed to know this information. HT -3 means that which means they need to make a health roll at -3. The parentheses here says that it's an armor divisor of 3 because armor does protect here, but it only provides a third of the value. So they have so well they don't really have any these aren't like these guys aren't wearing like infantry armor, so I'll assume that their clothing is just normal clothing. So they just need to make a health -3 roll. All right. He is tasered, but he does not go down
Dang.
yet. All right. H4.
Well, there's really only one thing left for me to do. And it's what I always do. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot that fucker. It's over there fucking grinning at me. Still alive. Gonna end him for his fucking prideful nonsense. He should have ran and dropped his gun. Remember, if they still have a gun in their hands, they're still a viable target.
Mm-hmm.
I hit him. Ain't that just the darndest thing?
No, you didn't.
Oh, this motherfucker, this guy right here. Okay, let's do it again. Oh wait, we're at a -2, aren't we? Forgetting he's gonna cover. Yeah, it was made by 3. Hey, I hit him again.
Yes, you
That's
did.
what we love to see here. That's not the best roll, but it's still a hit.
That is 6 injury, which is a major wound, so that might take him down. He is knocked down and stunned. He's been shot.
I'm assuming does that mean he's on the ground now and getting full ass cover?
Yes, he's knocked down and falls behind the concrete block.
All right. I'm disappointed. I'm gonna go ahead and I guess the last shot I'll go up to our boy up here and
All right.
-3.
He's leaning around a corner, so you can only target his arms or head.
What's that translate to when it comes to a minus?
-2.
Or...
Arms would be -2. Head would depend on whether you want to target the face at -5, skull at -7. I guess you could do the neck at -5 as well. You could try and shoot him in the eye at -9.
See if that shuts him. Hey, you know what? I ain't really. I think I'll just go for the arm here and ruin his little shooting thing he's got going on.
Okay.
See, that's why you need 4 of them. Hey, I did it. I didn't do it.
You would have got him if he didn't have the cover, probably, maybe. I don't know.
Swear to God, these low down, fucking yellow as a fucking lemon, fucking 2 chins, slippery as a snake motherfuckers. I don't. They just stand and die, Ezra.
Anything else from
man.
H4?
I guess I'll rotate slightly. So it's Alt button right, and then fucking. When I go actually hit.
I'm gonna think it's Shift. And,
Wait.
It's Shift and mouse wheel.
It's shit. Why is this so hard? Click it, shift it. There we go. All right. Now my job's done.
I think there is another key combination that like will like hard rotate you a certain amount, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, I just like to imagine that I just rotate around like I'm on a lazy Susan.
All right,
Hip swerving.
Ezra. What do you want to do?
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I might. I mean, I'm just kind of waiting for our killbot to take care of these because I'm not that effective at long range currently.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fine just kind of being like the meat shield.
All right.
If I can make a suggestion, you guys are still a long ways away from the water.
Yeah, but then when they're dead, we can just run.
Okay.
Honestly, we should probably start walking and moving up the line right now.
Okay, yeah, okay, fine. I assume that if I'm doing movement, I won't be able to do my all-out defense, but can I still do my precognitive parry if someone shoots at me?
Yes. Your precognitive
Okay.
parry is just something you can do anytime you're shot at, or anytime you're attacked in melee and are surprised. So yes, you can still precognitive parry. You just don't get the +2 on the actual parry, because that comes from the all-out defense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Then how much movement? How much can I move? I'll just move my maximum movement.
You have it looks like you have a basic move of 5, which means you get 5 hexes.
Okay.
Just the
I think
normal
that is to
human
the
speed.
end of-
Normal human speed. H4 is just fast, which is why they can move 6.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. But I will just move 5 hexes and then wait to be shot at.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares. 6 X's as these Imperial grunts are these troopers are, oh boy, they're trying to react to this terrorist attack, but it's a really long way away. Dez is going to attempt to mind control the new guy, and tell this Imperial to drop your weapon. It works. Dez tells the pilot to drop their weapon, and it's a free action, drop their blaster pistol.
Dez is scary, man.
Dez is the most powerful member of your party. Because
it really is.
Because he's a fucking mind control monster.
Yeah. Look, I'm just a book mulcher. That's all I do.
Look.
I don't agree with Dez. I just don't want to get on Dez's bad side because I know what Dez can do.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing.
This is why we just put him in a cup sometimes.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing. You know, H4. Don't get me wrong. H4 is scary. H4 could kill like an entire room full of troopers, you know, by themselves, and that's scary. But Dez could conquer governments if he wanted to. Dez could rule this planet if he had some time to do so. You know, I mean, the only issue he would run into is that there are other witches with psychic powers out there. And he'd have to, you know, eventually he would run into like the Imperial Inquisitors who are like, "Hey, we heard you're mind controlling our officers. That's our job." And then he would try and mind control them and like, "Bitch, I have a will score. You can't just mind control me." And then he would get, you know, like,
stopping
disintegrated. But until he got
the
to
thing
that
that's stopping Dez is the Benny Gesserit other frogs from his Dune planet. that are also weaving their own politicians into place.
Now that. Turns out this entire galaxy is just every politician has a frog in their room. That's like the actual, you know. They have an Amazon box that's got a little frog in it that actually puppet masters their entire every action that they take. Yep.
I love the idea that that's just the protocol. That's the standard textbook way to get into a politician's pocket. Is the Amazon box their way in? That was not improvised. That's the frog way.
That is just the frog way. Navi continues doing Navi continues doing all-out defense, increased dodge, and sort of scampering forward, trying to stay out of the line of sight of the guy with the gun. I'm just gonna remove this stunned guy from initiative, because even when he stops being stunned, he's gonna just stay down, because he's been shot. Even though he's not been seriously shot, he's still been shot. Alright. This security guard is going to shoot at... I guess he would like to aim because of the range here, but he does not really... With H4 shooting at him, that is a problem. I think he's going to shoot at H4... No, he's going to shoot at the Jedi that's currently charging him.
Oh, he sure as hell is.
Yeah, he's going to shoot at the Jedi.
Oh, damn, alright.
Man, this is a really... He's fishing for a crit. He does not have the skill to be shooting at this range. He needs a gun with a higher rate of fire or something. Yep. Alright. Gate moves out of his cover and executes the pilot with a single gunshot to the head. Right. He can't actually also move like that, so. But yeah. Gate nods at Dez. Dez is probably not happy about that. I'll have to inform Zed. That Specialist Gate is a murdering psychopath.
A loose cannon.
All right.
I feel like nobody's, if we work with Haro, you're used to fucking murder bots, right?
Yes.
Echo's taking note. It's just that he knows that every second his friends get deeper into trouble.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have words after. For now, Echo tosses the body aside and gets inside the cockpit. Gets inside the commander's chair.
Mm-hmm. All right. H4.
Well, you know what?
Can you take
What are
out...
we gonna do today, H4? We always do.
Nope.
Alright, let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just fucking chunk along on my fucking, silly little spider legs.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy make the mistake of standing up again, or is he gonna
Yeah,
lay down?
I have removed that guy.
like an ambulance?
I have removed that guy from initiative. He's been stunned. He's been hit. He's been stunned. He's dropped his gun. He is not getting up. He's playing dead.
Alright, I'm just gonna go shoot another. Alright, I'm gonna shoot another 3 shots at our buddy up here.
All right.
So if I'm correct, we're gonna be dealing with a fucking... God, a minus what? Fucking -7? Damn, alright.
And -7 for range,
we're just gonna
and then -2 if you want to go for the torso or the arm, because of his cover.
Wait, is it a -7?
Yeah,
Damn,
range
alright.
is -7.
This is a -9. Jeez.
Hmm.
Well,
You
quite
can't.
a ways away.
You could go for an all-out attack, which will give you a +1 on all of your attacks. However, you will not be able to dodge until your next turn if you do so.
Yeah, nah, I'm just gonna accept that I'm probably gonna miss with all these and just go for it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just trying to keep my movement up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead. Damn. Oh no! Anyways, yeah, it's my turn. Sucks to
Alright.
be me.
Ezra, continuing to move forward.
Um, yes, let me measurement so I know that I'm moving. 5. Yippee! Yeah, and then if someone shoots at me, I'll do my thing.
Okay. Navi. What's up? Alright. The security guard under a blaze of gunfire is going to be brave. And they are going to take aim at H4. Specialist Gate is going to move and get into the pilot's chair. And are going to get ready to move the sub out. They tell Echo to close up the hatch while they get the engine up to speed. Echo, I assume, will start moving to close the hatch.
Mm-hmm.
And H4. This guy is taking careful aim at you. He's as your gunfire is scattering all around him. He is looking down the barrel of his gun and putting you right in his sights.
All right, pal, we're gonna end that right here. Okay, we'll turn that into a -2 now. I'm a better gunner than this motherfucker's ever been. Has to aim. That's what we love to see.
Oh. Yeah, that was... I shouldn't have had the range penalty, but that's still a failure. Alright.
Oh, boy.
Alright, that is 15 injury. That puts him at a risk of collapse. He is reeling. It's a major wound. He makes a major wound, but he is a mook, so now that he is at 0 hit points, he will automatically fail his roll for continuing to fight, so he is down. All right.
I'll take my foot of movement like the fucking superhero I am. Ezra, you know what? I feel like I took a lot more shooting than usual. Do you think I'm starting to get rusty? Do I have to go fucking have a fucking Navi here go get out the fucking belt sander?
I think improving oneself is always a path to more actualization.
You know what? I can't agree more. You know what? Just because of that, I'm gonna really get hyped up for our next murder spree. I mean, justice invasion.
Yeah. You'll be extra equipped to be spreading all of that justice around.
All I know is that those motherfuckers were part of a fascist system that leads to the oppression of the masses, and thus their death was a necessary step in the liberation of all people.
H4RO stares directly into the camera.
Then they look back at you and say, "Plus, hear me out. I only ever feel truly alive when I'm in the heat of battle."
Yeah, you know, I respect that, truly.
All right. So, there's a lull in the combat. H4, Ezra, Navi make their way up to these little boats that you knew were here earlier, and you start pushing them into the water, getting ready to head out. Meanwhile, back over here, Specialist Gates. Echo, hatch is closed. We're diving.
Yep, everything's set.
We're diving. and the squad pulls out. The sub moves out of the dock, and then out.
Okay, Echo extends their telepathy out to the rest of the guys and tells them the sub is moving. We've got it. Get out of there. We got what we came for.
There's 2 boats and 3 people here. How are you going about this, Ezra, Navi, H4?
Well, they've got a rebreather. They got a rebreather, and I believe the plan was to go ahead and get these things in the water and skedaddle on the jet skis. Hey, Ezra, can you, like, do that weird Key Walker silly nonsense where you push something with your brain meats? I see that all the time in the propaganda.
Right. Yeah. KB, can I push things with my brain meats? I've forgotten if I even have that.
You specifically chose not to learn that power.
Right.
You have precognition and psychometry as your powers. But you chose not to learn telekinesis because Dez can do a little bit of telekinesis, and you didn't want to overlap in the powers, I think.
Right.
Although you may wish to in the future, because I think Dez. Oh, hey, Panza. Yes, they just murdered a whole bunch of security guards. It was great. And now they're making their escape. But yes, no, you do not have telekinesis. As your power set, you only picked up psychometry and precognition.
Ezra moves their arms around and squints really, really hard, and then is like, "Fuck, it's been a while."
It's been like a while, man.
Listen, this was like the last thing my mentor told me before he fucking died, okay? I kind of got lost in the details of all of that.
All right. But between the 3 of you, you can push. These boats are, these are like little jet skis or something. You can get them into the water with the 3 of you. I wanted to know, are you going to try and all pile onto one, or are you going to put 2 on one and 1 on another? Because there are 3 of you and two little boats.
Thinking here. You two, you take the boats. I'll just go ahead and trundle along the bottom like a fucking crab.
Yes. Killbot on a jet ski. Or you'll be crabbing it.
I'll be fucking crab walking this, guys.
Quick
Thing, Ezra. You gotta do me a favor. I don't think this thing will float with me down to the bottom. Go ahead.
I was just saying all killbots eventually evolve into crabs.
Right. This is true. I'm already halfway there. Anyways, I mean, I like to imagine the tiny pistol hands are just fucking little tiny grabby things. Anyways, Ezra, I'm pretty sure this thing, my most precious possession here, won't handle the water too well. It'll probably float to the top. So, I put the cowboy hat on top of your head. Keep this safe for me, all right?
Ezra,
Well, actually, it's a Jingasa, because, but keep it safe for me, all right? The iconic arrow hat.
Yeah, Ezra will wear it with pride, and they will beam a big smile at you and give a big thumbs up, and they will say it is an honor, to wear the H4RO's, special, costume fitting hat.
Alright, you know what? Ah, dang, I wasn't expecting this. I feel so vulnerable without my hat. It's like the entire persona's boiling away. Before you know it, I'll be talking like a maid again.
Maybe when you get down there, there will be some seaweed or so. You know, there are actually a species of crabs that decorate themselves, and make little hats and stuff out of what they find on the seafloor. Perhaps in the meantime,
Spotlights
you can find
fill
a
the
temporary replacement hat.
Spotlights
Can the
fill
gunship
the
just start
sky
spraying them with
as-
bullets, please?
Okay, darling.
as
Okay, darlings. I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the water now. Talk.
Oh, that immediately, huh?
Just yoink.
All right. Navi, Ezra, now wearing H4O's hat. God, if this was an anime, H4 would not be coming back to the surface. After a scene like that.
Oh, yeah.
So many death flags were raised there, H4. What are you doing?
I know when I die. I know exactly when it happens, and it ain't today.
You get on the boats and you start blasting off north out of the dock. As you kind of look back over your shoulder, you see lights in the sky. An Imperial gunship has arrived on the scene. It flies over and is scanning the area for you all, basically. Spotlights are blaring out from this Imperial gunship, illuminating parts of the battlefield. Unknown to the characters, but I will, for the sake of the audience, the Imperial stormtroopers radio into the gunship that you all fled north, getting onto the boats. The gunship turns and pursues.
Oh, God.
H4, they blast right over you as you're crawling along the bottom of the water. But Navi and Ezra, the gunship is closing in. Ezra, I want you to make a chi roll for me. Unfortunately, the new GURPS module I'm using on Foundry didn't let my custom attributes carry over. So I need to check something real quick. I have to fix this before next time, but presently, I just need to look at your original character sheet before I uploaded it.
My original character sheet, I had that open because I also wasn't sure if I transferred it over. If some things changed, it doesn't look like it.
Mm-hmm.
My chi was 13.
Okay. Then I want you to make a chi roll. So that's just, you can just click the 3 red dice to just roll 3d6. I'm looking for a 13 or less.
Wait, let me empty my bucket because I don't. Yeah.
Okay. Ezra, you sense something, a presence on that gunship. It's a dark presence. It's not the Inquisitor. It's not the Inquisitor that killed your master, but it is someone of. It is certainly someone with dark powers. You don't know who they are, but you sense them. Probably an apprentice of the Inquisitor. The gunship is closing in. They haven't yet opened fire on you. But they're definitely getting closer, and they are faster than your little boats. What's the plan?
Shit. Well, I imagine that. I mean, Haru's like sunk into the bottom and is crab walking.
I will remind you all
You
because
can
it's
always hop out and use that rebreather.
yeah. I was gonna remind you because it's been like a month or two. You guys did all buy rebreathers in the expecting to maybe have to dive into the water. So you do have the ability to breathe underwater.
I think. Well, I mean, I assume we can go faster on our jet skis than we can, or on our little boat skis, whatever these are.
Yes.
Than just like swimming into the water at first.
Absolutely.
I think as much distance as they can currently get, as much of a head start as they can get, as much just like further away they can get, they'll probably do. I imagine that Ezra also has some sort of like digital communication, or at least is relaying the information to Navi, like, you know, fear emoji, skull emoji, thumbs down emoji, to convey that there's a very big bad guy that is currently on our tail. But I think at least what I would imagine is that they'd like to get more distance and into the water before being able to dive in and then kind of, you know, cause a confusion, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, you punch it and try and get as much distance before the gunship can close as possible. Meanwhile, in the submarine, Specialist Gate, Echo, and Dez are making their way towards the rendezvous point. Specialist Gate is listening in on the Imperial radio, which the sub obviously has, and you were getting the Imperial side of this conversation. A lot of different voices, but you understand that there is a gunship in the air that is pursuing two stolen crafts with rebels on board.
Something's wrong. I don't think my friends are gonna make it.
What should we do?
They're very distressed over there. I think we gotta go back. The submarine has missile tubes on it, doesn't it?
It does. Gate presses a few buttons. We have 4 missiles. Are you wanting to shoot down the gunship from our submarine?
Okay. Are you seeing any better options?
No. All right. I'll take us in as close as we can go. Tell your friends that we're coming.
All right. He telepathically sends a message. Hold on. Just hold on.
Ezra, you're getting a telepathic message from your friend Echo. Hold on, we're coming. Basically, what is your response?
My response is Empire hot on our trail. Things are very bad. ETA question mark.
Soon. And duck for cover.
Nods.
Is it bad that as I'm crab walking, I'm sending Navi all of my silly crab memes to try and cheer him up?
You're just like crab emoji, dancing emoji. You're doing like an entire cinematic, you know?
I'm sure
A
I'm helping
little
a
crab
bunch.
scuttling around and a fish shows up.
I like how we never had discussion whether crab walking across the entire ocean floor is feasible. Marilyn just said it, and we just all right.
No. We clarified this last time. Breathing is a metabolic, or needing to breathe is a metabolic hazard, and therefore they don't need to breathe.
Okay, but there's more factors into this than just being able to breathe. You're in an Empire shipyard. You can move about 63 yards crab walking down there, and there's going to be mines, there's going to be enemy drones. The chance of survival is 0. But we're just like, all right, see you later, hero.
Well,
Godspeed.
you guys walked in without any trouble. The dock is not going to be mined because like their own ships are going in and out all the time. They're not going to mine their own docks. And it's already been established that their underwater security is minimal. So, yeah. H4 can. Technically, if they were to go to depths that would cause a human issues, they don't have pressure support. So they would, with sufficient depth, they would start having, pressure-related issues. But, like, their camera lens eyes are not pressure protected, They'll have some difficulties.
This is cool.
But yeah, as long as they stay at, like, human tolerable depths, they're fine. And
that sea monster from the Phantom Menace doesn't come and gulp.
I mean, there is always a bigger fish.
There is always a bigger fish.
Yeah. But right now, the bigger fish is the gunship. All right. Ezra, the you and Navi are flooring it, but the gunship is getting closer. You feel a presence in there, as previously discussed, and you feel as if the presence is also very much aware of you. A spotlight from the gunship begins illuminating your boat specifically. Navi sort of swerves off. And you were spotlighted, Ezra. Ezra, please make a roll your precognitive parry.
Awesome.
All right. You suddenly get the feeling as if you were about to explode, and therefore you swerve before the pilot hits the fire button. And avoid a laser shot that would have obliterated your boat. As they begin taking another, as they begin getting ready to lock on for another shot. Meanwhile, the sub is getting into position.
Okay.
Gate looks over Gate
Echo looks over the weapon systems.
Mm-hmm. Gate says, "You ever fired artillery before?"
No, have you?
It's not my specialization. All right.
First time for everything, then, I guess.
All right. Let me see what the default on artillery skill is. This will be artillery, like a guided missile. Probably. IQ -5 is the default. 78. All right. Echo, give me an intelligence -5 roll to establish the lock. You know what? Before you roll that, roll your computer operations skill.
Okay. Four.
All right. Give me one moment, please.
And I think I know how to shoot big guns on spaceships. I have Gunner TL9 beams for spaceships.
Gunner is the skill for direct fire weapons. So that would be the skill to like use a direct fire laser gun or like a mounted like laser machine gun. This is indirect fire. But I'm checking.
I'm sorry, I can't do submarines, only spaceships. I'm so sorry. So sorry, specialist. Totally different.
Let's see. I'm just checking some of the stats for some of the. Guided missile. All right. Roll IQ +2. Because you succeeded at the computer operations skill, I will let you add the weapon's accuracy. You're able to get it to establish a lock.
Name IQ 11. Oh god. Okay.
All right. You get a lock, and you press the button. But before the missile, we then do a dramatic cut back over to where the gunship is hovering. But instead of another volley of shots, Ezra, Ezra, you look back over your shoulder, and you see that the gunship, its landing bay is beginning to open, and standing there on the open mouth of the flying gunship is this fellow. This let me grab his. Let me show his art real quick for the audience. How do I do that again? View character art. View character artwork. Show. You see this guy standing on the gangplank of the gunship, looking down at you. One hand on like holding the railing, the other hand holding a red life blade. He looks down at you, and as he does so, I need you to make a precognitive parry roll again.
Aha!
You sense that he is about to use his telekinesis to try and grab you off of your boat. You may make a dodge to get out of the way.
Oh my god, they sent you in closet. Don't worry.
I'm worrying. Sorry, this character sheet is so long. I'm trying to find where dodge is.
Dodge is near the top on the right. Before you roll, you may spend a fatigue point to make this a feverish defense and give yourself a +2. I recommend doing so.
I will do that. Sorry, I can't find where the dodge is.
It's in the top right like underneath. If you go to the very top right, you'll see your points, and then underneath that, you'll see encumbrance, move, and dodge.
Okay, that was very tiny. I was not looking there. Cool. I spend a fatigue point, and it does a thing. I don't remember.
+2.
Okay, +2. Let me put that into my bucket first, and then go back, and then dodge.
All right. You swerve at just the right time in order to cause his grapple to fail, and just as he is repositioning to try again, suddenly, erupting from the water is a missile locked onto the gunship. The pilot tries desperately to avoid, but it is no good. The gunship is kill, and crashes into a fiery explosion. But the Voidwalker dives into the water, disappearing beneath the surface.
That's not good, considering we need to dive into the water to get to the submarine.
But you have your boat, and your boat. You still have your boat, and your boat is faster than he can swim. So you are able to blast away. Undoubtedly, there will be more gunships coming, but at this point, you are able to regroup with Echo and Gate and Dez. Some ways away from the Voidwalker, and get on board the submarine. H4, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to walk to the to the bay.
It's fine. Nothing, there's nothing quite like a nice stroll at the bottom of the ocean, saying hi to all the starfish after coldly killing multiple people. You get to reflect on all the fun bits. Think about ways you could have shot them better. Really master the craft.